Sir, welcome. Officer Meza from Mesa.
Yeah.
Do you think that helped get the job?
A lot of people ask me, do you own the city or something? I say, I wish.
What's weird, I got pulled over last week in Tucson by Officer Tucson.
It happens.
Didn't really happen, John, but thanks. Hey, you know what? The guy you replaced, you remember who that is?
Oh, yeah.
Frank Milstead was here a couple of months ago, and he had great things to say about you. Is there any dirt you could dig up about Frank? Do you have any payback or anything you'd like to say?
Nothing I can share in this forum,
Tell me later. That would be awesome.
No, great guy.
Oh, that's cool. Well, tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, what's your background, how did you get the gig, and what should we expect out of it?
Born and raised in Phoenix. I've been in Mesa for the last 29 years when I came over here to be an officer. So I've been on the department for 29 years. I was an assistant chief for 7. I worked under Chief Gascon and Chief Milstead. So 2 good mentors. When Director Milstead went over to DPS, I was lucky enough to get the interim position. And then after about a month, city management and then city council were kind enough to give me the full-time job. So it's been, I've grown up here. I came here when I was 20 years old, and I've been here for 29. So over half my year has been serving this community. And really what I did immediately was I created a new bureau within the police department, and that is the Community Engagement / Employee Services Bureau. And my thinking there is we need to, number one, take care of our employees, make sure that their wellness is up to date and kept up. Because if we expect them to take care of you, the businesses and community, we got to take care of them first. And the other half of that is the community engagement piece. If you look at what's going around across the country, that's kind of what the missing piece is with a lot of law enforcement agencies, is that true, sincere commitment and engagement with our community, including our business owners. So I wanted to make that and elevate that to the importance of, it's just as important as patrol, it's just as important as investigations or the business side of policing. So I created that 4th bureau, and it's been taken off really, really well.
That's great. As citizens of the Valley and Mesa in particular, what would you, if there's one thing you could ask of us, what could we do to make not only your job safer and better, but also make our communities a better place to live?
Number one is communication from our business owners and our community. We cannot, we think we know what the problems are. We think we know what you need as far as, safety or public safety. But we need that communication. We need you to call if you think something's suspicious. We need you to communicate before we have problems. And that's really what that engagement part is let's start talking before there's problems. And then if there are problems, let's work together in problem solving.
I almost called the police this morning. I saw what I thought was weird. Was a guy dressed kind of, I don't know, he just looked a little sketchy. And he was coming down Broadway and he was pushing a big red piano. Would that have been a call you would have taken?
Absolutely, because you don't see that every day, no.
Funny, hurtful, but funny.
In LA, that doesn't even stand out, but here, it's kind of weird. Well, that's awesome. So if you had, some of these are too easy. If you had a crystal ball, what would you like to see? Mesa is considered for a city of its size, this is a big city, so there's a lot that goes on to keeping the people safe. What would you like to see statistically from Mesa as far as crime? Zero crime.
What we're seeing right now is last year was the first time in about 7 years that we saw an increase in what we call Part 1 crimes, which are serious crimes, especially in the area of violent crime. So we really started implementing some strategies this year, and I'm proud to say that right now we are sitting at a decrease in violent crime of 13% over last year. and a decrease in property crimes of 3%. So it's a great start for the year. And if you look at our arrests are up about 13%. So when you have higher arrests and lower crime rate, that's a good ratio. And what we're doing is we're working smarter. And I think if I had a crystal ball, you know, in the 90s, we had community policing and everything was about, you know, working with the community. And then as time went on, we went into what we call intelligence-led policing, and that's working smarter, working with identifying crime data and using that to fight crime. But we kind of forgot about the community. And the answer is really right in the middle, where we're working smarter, we're using data to target criminals and criminal activity, but yet we're sensitive to our community. So it's having that balance, and I think that's what the future of policing is.
That's great. Here's a comment from an audience member. Want you to talk a little bit about the Mesa Police Citizens Academy. It's a great program. She went through it and loved it.
Yeah, it's an outstanding program that we've probably had for about 24 years. It's where anybody can apply to attend the Citizens Police Academy, and it's, I think, a 13-week program where you go every Tuesday night. And I like to say, we're not just going to let you look in the window of the police department. We're going to invite you into the living room and put your feet on the furniture. You really get a good feeling of what the police department does and all the different units in it. And what I think, and whoever asked that question, the number one thing is you'll see the true commitment of the officers and civilians that work for the department, and the passion. They really love what they're doing.
That's awesome. Well, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy day. Congratulations on your new appointment, and let's all do that. If you see something that you think doesn't quite look right, pick up the phone and call 911. It's that easy, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you. How about a big round of applause? Chief Meza, thank you very much.